So I heard you want to go Division I. But do you have these 4 things that college coaches look for in their prospects? So you know what it is, squad. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to be notified when new videos drop every single Tuesday. Playing D1 college sports is on the mind of 1 million high school athletes all across the country. Every athlete that I've worked with or come across either wants or thinks that they're going to play Division I ball. I call it having D1itis. But most of them don't realize how rare it is to play at the Division I level. Only the top 1% of all high school athletes will get a chance to play at the Division I level. And to be even considered as a Division I prospect, you must fit within a certain box and meet the minimum guidelines of what Division I coaches look for in potential recruits. Division I coaches look for what I like to call the 4 S's in potential recruits. The first S that Division I coaches look for in potential recruits: size. The size of a potential recruit is big for a Division I college coach, and the first thing he looks for when evaluating prospects. Almost every Division I program wants to have a big team across the board, and for the most part at all positions. They want to know that a prospect's body can handle the rigors of playing Division I ball. For certain positions, it can give them an advantage and create a mismatch over smaller opponents simply because of their height or their weight. They see size as the one thing they can't teach. So you either have it or you don't. And although size doesn't equate to being a great player, it still matters to Division I coaches. The second S Division I coaches look for in potential prospects is speed. The speed of a potential prospect is another thing that Division I coaches look for when they're evaluating them. Like size, speed is another thing that college coaches can't teach. They want athletes that can run and are fast and explosive at every position. For football, speed is even more critical for positions like wide receiver, running back, and defensive back. Athletes with speed have potential to make big plays on the field, and D1 coaches want athletes with big play potential. Speed can also make up for a lack of size as well. So if you are not the ideal size that D1 coaches look for, you better be fast and you better be explosive if you want a shot at playing Division I ball. The third S that Division I college coaches look for in potential recruits is strength. Strength and being strong enough is a big component in playing Division I ball. College coaches want to know that you won't be pushed around when you're on the field and that you'll be able to hold your own against bigger, stronger opponents. For example, the strength portion pertains mainly to the front 7 on the defensive side of the ball, like defensive linemen and linebackers. And on the offensive side of the ball, like offensive line and tight end. Those guys are in the trenches and are pushing each other around every single play. And college coaches want to see if they can move bigger, stronger guys at the point of attack. It's also good for other positions like wide receiver and defensive back to have strength as well. But college coaches value size and speed more than they value strength at those positions. They believe that once they get on a college training program, their strength can be developed. The fourth and final S that Division I college coaches look for in potential recruits: stats. Your size, your strength, and your speed should now translate to production on the field and produce stats. Division I coaches want to see potential prospects dominate on the field and flash potential of the big plays that they can potentially make at the next level. If you are not dominating your competition at the high school level, a D1 coach would think that you can't dominate at the next level and move on to the next prospect. You can't be big, fast, and strong with no production to back it up. D1 coaches are looking for the total package. So you have to show flashes of dominance on the field. As I heard one of my coaches say, you can't look like Tarzan and play like Jane. Now I want you guys to understand that for most Division I coaches, you need all 4 S's to be considered a potential prospect for the Division I level. If one of those S's is missing, then chances are you may not be considered as a Division I prospect to college coaches. Let's say, for example, you're a 6'2" wide receiver, you're strong, and you put up great stats. But in the 40-yard dash, you timed at a 4.8 instead of a 4.5 that Division I college coaches look for, then unfortunately, because your speed is not the level of what they expect, then you probably won't be considered a major Division I prospect. Now, there are always exceptions. For example, Darren Sproles, who's a running back in the National Football League. Coming out of high school, he was a 5'6" running back instead of a 6-foot running back that Division I coaches look for. He ended up going to Kansas State University, which is a large Division I school. Now, Darren Sproles wasn't the biggest guy, but one thing Darren Sproles was, he was fast, he was quick, and he was explosive. And that gave him a shot. So if you're not the prototypical athlete that Division I colleges look for, then you must have other special qualities that help you stand out. So don't get discouraged if you don't fit in that Division I box. Remember, if you can play, there's plenty of other opportunities out there for you. So did this video help you? Are you much more informed of what college coaches are looking for in Division I prospects? If so, leave a comment below and let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. And if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button below. Make sure you share it with your friends and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video will help you in your process, and I will see you guys next week.